in a different direction. That's the way we rock and make them move them body. We got those over there asking for selfies. This time I got to say no. Don't try to pull down my bandana. Can't let you ruin my show. Then I hear them say, turn around, shoot it. Turn around, shoot it. Shoot it, turn around, shoot it. Now turn around. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. Boom, boom. Just give me that. Give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Just give me that. I don't care.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the goal line. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Oh, right.
They'll send him over to the left.
Hey.
Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go.
First carry for one of the most versatile players in the league, Cordero Patterson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment.
Whoa. All right. Hey, south.
Schultz is the motion man.
Nice.
2nd down, and here's a run, and here's Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
All right.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down.
Look the hot. 11.
From the gun, here's Stroud. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down for Houston.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Here we go. Nike taxi.
Schultz is the motion man. A second down throw for Stroud.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Ow, tonight. Look the hot, look the hot. Tonight. Tonight.
On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
On the quick, right? Nike taxi. Hey, uno. Tonight.
Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Dell motioning over.
Route to the right.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
All right. 2J. Nike taxi. Level.
They will work the middle with Mixon. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
Here we go. Buggy. Why Tony?
Stroud. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
This is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. But that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Wow, what's that? Hey, Uno Mars. Flash.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? In motion now, it's Collins. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Third and goal.
Oh, hey.
Stroud to throw. And he'll take it on in. Take down. Touchdown, Houston. That is 16th touchdown of the year. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Texans will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he's going to be brought down on what will be a fight. Play action. Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Dolphins come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Look the high.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Open man, the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
And he's up past the 35. He's got a 1st down. He's putting down at the 37. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Oh, right.
They'll go play action with Stroud. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
At the 36-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And this will be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Hey! Nike taxi. Buggy. Hey.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
44. Ready. Hey, turn one.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard.
Go ahead.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Second and 7.
Right here.
Once again, it's Achane. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third and 6. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
How about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. First and 10.
12. Oh, ready.
On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's second and 9.
Here we go. Why Tony?
To throw, it's Stroud. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Ow, Patrick! Hey, Uno Mars.
Dell motioning over.
Uno Mars. Hey!
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Texans getting all set to punt, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. Off play action, it's Tua. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive. Tua going to give it to Achane. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It is Azeez Al-Shaair with the stop. Here's a give to Achane. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They dropped him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
In motion now, it's Collins. On second down, Stroud. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Right.
In motion now, it's Collins. Here's Stroud. Now here comes the screen to Pierce.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. We speed left, speed left. Hey, south, south, south. Hey.
Now, Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, uno.
Man in motion, heading left.
Hey.
They'll go. It's Stroud. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. Ka'imi Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This from 40 yards out. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will tie this game up here late in the 1st half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this 1st half will come to an end. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Could not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
All right, fellas, listen up. Hey, good say. 21G.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run right here. It's Achane. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
A run up the middle with Achane. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Go ahead. Ice jam. Ice jam. Number 1.
Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. Oh, the ball is out. The Texans have it.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
All right, come on.
On the handoff, this is Achane. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That's taken in by Achane. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Ready, Jack? Turbo 3, kick.
Now a give to Achane, heading right. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line.
21G. Ready. Yeah.
Motion man, set right. Here's Tua. Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run with Achane. Now a loose football. The Texans have it. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
Look the hot, look the hot.
On first down, it's Stroud. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
On the carry, it's Patterson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Complete at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a designed run. And he gets this up close to the 40. Chop Robinson, the rookie out of Penn State, in there for the stop. Now a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 11.
Dell motioning over. Stroud. That's going to be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns. Not a game of hot potato, bouncing the ball back and forth.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up, and until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. Maybe by about a yard as they...
It's safe. Go ahead. 20 TS. What?
That's quickly out to Smith. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
44. Ready.
Now Achane. And he will get into the end zone. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Dolphins will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Oh, right.
Kirk is the motion man.
19 taxi. Hey.
From the gun, here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Buggy. Why Tony? Get on.
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, left side, he's got it. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
Hey, south. Hey, south. Get on.
Stroud to throw. He keeps it himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
Dell motioning over. And he's close to another 1st down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the ground, here comes Patterson. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
So now it's Kaimi Fairbairn in a pressure situation. This to get back to a 1-possession game. And this one online. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Go ahead. Solo left Zion.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here's 2 and out on 2nd down. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That is caught! And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Miami. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
No problem there on the extra point. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25. They send a receiver in motion left. Stroud to throw here on 1st down. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Look the high, look the high. Ow, what's that? 11. Nike Texas.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Here's Stroud. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That is sweet. Gain of 16 on back-to-back plays. And another 1st down. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Ah, what's that? Buggy.
Back to throw. Stroud. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Dell motioning over.
Uno Mars.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
South. Already.
They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
In motion now, it's Collins. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Toward the sideline. That's caught by Dell.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, He picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Look to hot, look to hot. Eleven.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his man, complete to Dell. Now, first and goal. Try it again here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. Dell motioning over. Throwing on second down. Stroud. He'll get that one to Patterson, complete. And they are all over that on defense. Good search, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
It's now third and goal.
Throwing here on third and goal. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
This is first and 10.
Oh, right. Hey, uno more. Hey, south.
Now, Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here comes second down.
Here we go.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. On second down, Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Needing to convert here on third and inches.
Look to hot. 11.
They'll send him over to the left. To throw, it's Stroud. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Schultz is the motion man. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Another try, 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Hey.
Here's Stroud. A throw caught by Dell on the outside.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
The game hanging in the balance and a critical 3rd down. Now Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Oh, ready? Why Tony? Hey, Uno Mars.
Schultz is the motion man.
Uno Mars.
On 4th down, Stroud. He's got his tight end. It's Schultz. And he's going to have a Texans 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, south.
From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. So, a win here for the visiting Dolphins. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.